The idea of this exchange with Rio Rural began during a meeting in Rome in May 2012, where the objective was to bring to Brazil people who work in the same field and also for them to know more about the daily work here, how ideas that emerge from the community-based organizations are implemented. The exchange has the objective to show two projects that work with land and water management in Rwanda, Uganda, Burundi, Tanzania, and also a project that has been developed in Western Africa, Senegal, Guinea, Ghana, and three other countries. These countries are currently working with recovery of degraded areas where the intensive rain can really destroy the productive layer of the soil, especially in slopes where they want to protect what is still there and also recover what was lost. What we can exchange, help, and also learn from them. The idea here is to empower the farmers with social technology, such as the participatory guarantee system. Our team believes that they can adopt this system as a new local development technology.
Que a gente poderia levar para eles como novo.
We have seen a lot of impressive things for the 10 days that we have been here in Brazil. We started with Sao Paulo, now we are in Rio de Janeiro state. I think you have a lot of good things that we can be adapted into Africa countries, especially in the region that I'm coming from, in the East African region, because there's a lot of things that we share in terms of farmer organization, dairy farming, crop production, vegetables, the partnership between different institutions. So these are the things, the approaches that we have learned.
So the objective is to know similar projects that have higher budgets and longer implementation terms, which is the case of Rio Rural and the projects in São Paulo.
We could see the use of organic compost that can be useful in Western Africa, where the soil becomes very poor after so many cycles of agriculture. There are several methods of making compost, however, this one with the warmth of California is unknown in our region. This system is easy to be replicated in the conditions we live. I am thinking of local production, local markets, small villages which, with the new composting methods, must upscale their production, enabling people to increase their income as a consequence.
Mainly two areas I have learned to be very important, really. One is on livestock keeping systems here. You have a very good system of paddocking, dividing the grazing land into blocks, where you have a very good systematic way of grazing the animals from one paddock to another. So allowing regeneration of one part of the grazing land as rotation continues. And the second part is on financing project activities. I see a lot of public and private companies financing community projects, and which really sustains the kind of collaboration between the people, the government, and the business sector.
So they need to have business opportunities. They need to be able to invest in their agricultural systems, and so there is this importance of the private sector being involved, because the private sector, on the one hand, it offers new knowledge, it offers new investments. At the same time, it can offer a new market for the goods that are produced here. And so that's the ultimate goal of payments for environmental services should be to create markets for environmental goods that can be locally organized and that would run on their own without having an external funding for this.
We saw very well organized associations and cooperatives. The government supports them through projects in which the community participates. It means that the population has its role in these projects. So what we can learn from this experience is trying to organize our cooperatives and associations in order they become strength. I have just met a lady that works together with other people from her community on a small agribusiness unit where they process fruits and make products that are locally sold. It's really a good thing as it creates alternative jobs. In our country, we are also going to stimulate associations to develop other activities beyond agricultural production. With the organic farming methods to produce vegetables and fruits, we could see that in small lands, much of the population can increase its income, as well as improve food security. Another very interesting issue was water management. In Burundi, we have periods of abundant rainfalls, about 8 months of precipitation. However, we don't have the expertise in rainwater harvesting methods.
We are very committed to help African countries to develop. We have similar projects that we can connect with them and share, and one can learn from the other. And that was the starting point. This is the basis of Rio Rural. This is the very important lesson that Rio Rural can share. And upon this participatory approach, they can start thinking together of how to improve for the future, for their kids, and so on.
It has been 2 very intensive weeks, with very interesting visits, where our colleagues could get detailed information on every technical aspect. Now, they just need enough time to digest all this information and find out how they will be able to apply them to their own projects. The hospitality given by your team and by the farmers was very warm and professional. It shows the close relationship between farmers and technicians, as well as their pride to work with Rio Rural. We are very excited with the following step in March 2013, when, after having enough time to settle ideas, we will be able to identify 2 or 3 technicians from Rio Rural and from São Paulo watersheds who are going to interact with these projects in Africa and also find ways to implement to their reality what they have learned.
E realmente ver como transpor aquilo que eles fazem aqui na realidade deles.
Thank you. Very good. That's enough, babe. Oh my God. Not still.